up YouTube? So today I'm here to show you an Oakensoul heavy attack build for the Magicka Dragonknight, also known as Magdk. So this build utilizes only heavy attacks and thus no light attacks are required or even necessary for this build. Furthermore, this build parses 83k on the parse dummy and is a good way to start getting into more group content. This is not a solo build, but with maybe a skill change or two, it should be fine for overland as well. So starting off in the character sheet, I have 64 points in a Magicka and I'm running the Thief Mundus. For the race, I'm a High Elf. I think High Elves are probably one of the best choices for Magicka DPS right now. For the food, we're going to be running Clockwork Citrus Fillet for any hard content. An easier and cheaper option would be Witch Mother's Potent Brew. And lastly, if you're parsing or just want more sustain in general, then Ghastly Eyeball is always the go-to. For the potions, because we're running Oakensoul Ring, we're just going to use standard essence of Magicka. The reason we're not running Spell Power Pots is because we don't need access to Major Sorcery or Major Prophecy because Oakensoul provides that for us. So therefore we only need Major Intellect, which can be found from regular essence of Magickas. So for CP, for the blue tree, I'm running Weapons Expert, Deadly Aim, Thaumaturge, and Wrathful Strikes. For the red tree, Boundless Vitality, Fortified, Rejuvenation, and Siphoning Spells. So for the gear, we're running 5-piece Noble Duelist paired with 5-piece Sergeant's Mail, 1-piece Slime Crawl, and 1 Oakensoul Ring. So breaking it down in the main hand, we have a Precise Lightning Staff of the Sergeant with a Flame Damage enchant. For the head, we have 1-piece Slime Crawl in medium, traded in Divines with Max Mag enchant. For 1 piece of the body, we have a Sergeant's Mail chest in Divines with Max Mag enchant. For the rest of the body, we have 5 pieces of Noble Duelist, all traded in Divines with Max Mag enchants. And for the jewelry, we're running 2 pieces of Sergeant Mail jewelry, both with Bloodthirsty as the trait and spell damage enchants. And lastly, the Oakensoul Ring, which is going to be Bloodthirsty with a spell damage enchant as well. So for the skills, we're going to be running Venomous Claw, Eruption, Flames of Oblivion, Barbed Trap, Blockade of Storms, and Standard of Might. So for the rotation, it's going to involve around just holding down your heavy attack button. So once you start the animation for a heavy attack, you can cue in the next skill. And the priority of the skills to cast would be Standard of Might, your ultimate, Flames of Oblivion, Barbed Trap, Elemental Blockade, Eruption, and Venomous Claw. So you do not need to light attack a single time. You can just queue up your next skill and try your best to keep up your dots as best as possible. So closing thoughts, the reason why we're running Sergeant's Mail and Noble Duelist is because they offer the highest increase in terms of flat damage for heavy attacks. So other viable options would include Infallible Aether or Mage, Stormmaster, Undaunted Unweaver, and Undaunted Infiltrator. They aren't going to hit as hard, but their requirements are easier, so that could be something you could also look into as well, depending on how you want to play this heavy attack build. As far as Oakensoul goes, you can take out Oakensoul and run a different mythic, or even just run a monster set, but you do need to swap in Molten Ornaments because that's going to be your source of empower, which is the reason why your heavy attacks are hitting hard in the first place. And I think that wraps it up. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below, or better yet, come join our Discord. My website is now available and open to the public. I will try my best to update it for every build I make. Furthermore, I'd like to get into content creation full time, so I've started a channel membership for those who would like to support me. One added perk is that members will get build request priority. Both of the links will be in the description. And lastly, if you feel like the build has helped you in any way, please consider subbing and liking the video. Once again, thank you again, and attached is a parse. See you in the next one.